Hey class, Ron here for PE 551 about Common Core. And for the first question, what Common Core research did I find valuable? And since I have not taught PE or taught in the system, it was kind of good to read through the All Things Common Core, kind of get a sense of kind of what they expect. Working in the elementary school, you kind of get to see Common Core strategies used for math and things like that. But a lot of times in the elementary school setting, for when it comes to PE, you kind of get a crash course in it, but it's not as much. There's a lot of teamwork aspects, a lot of things that go on through that. So to go on also to the site of kind of what are the Common Core standards, so that tab, and kind of learning what the technical studies part was, learning kind of how they integrate technical information, how they use the book to explain things to students. And I think the suggestions of you kind of using a wide range of information to get your point across, and I think the more sources you can use for students, especially that only benefits them in learning. So those two resources for Common Core were big for me because I just kind of get to read about it, kind of get to learn it, get the gist of it. As I continue to really break through and kind of figure out kind of what it is and how am I going to use it in my future classes, coaching, and things of that nature. And then it says, kind of how would you use the new information to make your physical education lesson for the 4Cs. I think that's a thing you could use in coaching, teaching, just with creativity being one thing, and that's you can challenge your students or your players to come up with new ways to do things. There's always a different way to do something, and you can when you challenge your students to try something different, or to collaborate with their group, which brings a collaboration aspect into it, critical thinking, getting that used when you bring them together. It forces, I think, the group, and I remember when I was in college, I wasn't into the group, group projects, group things such as that nature, but seeing this method and thinking about putting it together, if you have creativity, collaboration, critical thinking, and communication, that comes together in a group project when students are challenged to, either demonstrate how to do exercise, demonstrate a new learned skill. They have to collaborate together, they have to be creative, and they have to use critical thinking, they have to communicate of how to do that. So I think that is a very practical way to get students working together, get them going in the same direction, and coming up with kind of a way to do something using the 4Cs.